Hi, my name is Samuel George, and this is part 1 of assignment 3 for Comp533. This part is just going to cover the basic Gypsy functionalities. Part 2 is going to cover creating an inconsistency with atomic broadcast and then broadcasting consistency with multiple clients. Part 3 is going to launch a server, and part 4 is going to be performance experiments. So part 1 here, we're just going to quickly show just Gypsy by itself and make sure that's working. So to start, I've went ahead and started up a server here, and I'm going to add 2 clients in debug mode. Okay. Okay, and we're going to spread these out so that we can see. Okay, so now we're going to start by entering a command and show that it makes a remote method call on the server. Both of these are in atomic mode, so we'll do a command. Okay, so we get the property change event from client 1 here that I've entered the command in, so it's important to know client 1 is the one that's sending the command in this case. So it has a property change event, and now it's going to call send that command on the proxy server, which is this is the proxy object for the remote server, and it's going to print command send after we send it. So in this case, this is showing that it's going to make a remote call on the server, and the inputting client call returns. So if we go ahead and advance the breakpoint, we see that that client, back over to client 1, we can see that the command is sent and the call has returned prior to the call returning. Next, we're going to use breakpoints to show the server call being executed. So we can see in our server here we have a call in the server. So what it's going to do is it's going to echo the string to each of the connected clients. You'll see some code here for our monitors for that part later on. So for each client that's connected, it's going to call the process command. All right, so it's going to get the first client and call process command. So this is covering the breakpoint showing the server call being executed and the server making the remote call in a non-inputting client. We're going to see it's going to call it in client 1. So now you can see in here client 1 is now waiting to process the command, and then client 2 is just waiting. And then when we run through the loop again, we're going to see client 2 and the server is done. Okay, so it's sent over both. It's making a remote call in a non-inputting client, and then the server call returns before the inputting call in the non-inputting client returns. So you can see that the server is completely done and just waiting, but neither client 1 nor client 2, which in this case client 2 is the non-inputting client, have responded yet. Their methods have returned. So we're going to go into client 2 where it's called process command. So this is to show breakpoint showing the non-inputting client executing the method. So we're going to advance that, and we see client 2, which was the non-inputting client, execute the method. And then when we look at client 1, he's also waiting, and we're going to advance him. So this covers the basic workflow for just the Gypsy functionalities for part 1.